Hey all, Blake here with another video, and I've got another top 10 items from X Store today. Today we headed out to the reject shop. You guys really enjoyed my top 10 from Bunnings, my top 10 from Kmart, and we've also done top 10s at Dollar Store, Supermarket, and a few others. I've got a couple of other ideas as well, but for today we're doing top 10 aquarium items you can find at the reject shop. Let's jump straight into the video. Okay, so the first one are bottle brushes, pot scrubbers, and other cleaning devices. Bottle brushes are really handy actually for collecting up hair algae. If you've got that light stringy hair filament algae, then bottle brushes are really good. Just twirl it in your aquarium. Pot scrubbers do make good canister filter media, but they're also really great for cleaning some of the algae off the aquarium glass. They're not going to scratch it as much as other things might. Couldn't walk past the bottle brushes and pot scrubber section. Next section that really had some appeal to me was actually the small plastic cups and jars. And the reason being is I thought that that could make really fantastic DIY. They wouldn't be tissue cultures, but you could easily portion out plants and put them in these cups, and you could sell plants easily this way. I think it'd be great to take them to swap meets and aquarium club meetings, and yeah, even just selling on Gumtree or whatever. It would be great to portion out plants and sell them in this way. And if you wanted to, some of those big jars, you could make some really nice terrariums or yeah, just ecosystem type jars. So after that, I saw these small eskies, coolers, whatever you want to call them, insulated plastic boxes. And I really like these because they're really cheap, and I think they would make fantastic fish transport. So for me, sometimes because I'm a crazy person, I drive up to 3 hours away to a fish store, and I do get a little bit concerned sometimes about the temperature when I'm driving back. So I either have to have sort of the heating on in the car and I'm sweating myself, or I think a cooler like this could be a great idea. Whether you keep them in the bags, they'll maintain a more solid temperature, or you could drill a hole in the top, grab yourself a USB air pump, and you'd have a really great fish transportation device if you move house or anything like that. So I think one of these cheap coolers could be a really great way to get stable water temperature for your fish while you're driving around doing what you need to do. For number 4, I saw these reusable straws. Very good. We all know about how plastic straws are killing the turtles and all that sort of stuff. So I like the idea of metal straws. However, in your aquarium, I think these could be really great to weigh down zucchini and other vegetables for your pleco. So a lot of us use skewers or forks, but I do sometimes get concerned about the sharp edges on some of these implements that we're throwing into our tank. So I thought if you get a stainless steel straw, you could easily just poke it through the middle. There'd be no risk of any damage to the mouths of your fish while they're rasping at or biting at the food that you drop in there, and they'd obviously weigh it down sufficiently enough to get it to the bottom of the aquarium. So I like these reusable straws for that purpose. Number 5, I found a fairly affordable length of hose. Hose is really good because either you can take the plastic part off the end of your gravel vac, attach it to the hose, and then you can just, instead of having buckets, run it outside so that you can drain your tanks directly outside, save your back that way. Also, if you get an indoor tap adapter, you can just hook a hose up to any old indoor tap and fill your aquarium that way as well. So hose is really handy, even if it's just for the intended purpose of the design. I do think hoses are super handy to have in your aquarium. Number 6 is another cleaning implement, microfiber cloths. You can never have too many of them. I use them all the time. I ruin them all the time, so I always need more. And microfiber cloths are just really great to have, especially readily accessible new ones, because sometimes, you know, you'll wipe something, you get a couple of grains of sand in it, and then you'll be cleaning your aquarium glass and then you scratch it all up. So it's good to have microfiber cloths for different purposes in your fish room. And generally speaking, we always have wet arms up to our armpits, so it's always good to be able to get a microfiber cloth and dry that off. Number 7, I found these tray towers, which are generally great for stationary, but they also make great filtration. So you can set this up as a trickle tower, drill some holes in the bottom of the trays, get a small pump to pump water up to the top tray. It'll flow through whatever media you choose to put that water will trickle through, and it's a great method of filtration. If you want to get the filtration out of your aquarium and up onto the top, it'd be fairly lightweight to do that, so I wouldn't be concerned about any sort of weight on top of the aquarium or anything like that. And I just think it could be a cheap little DIY project that might be a bit of fun. Number 8, I saw these big plastic tubs, presumably they're for parties where you fill it up with drinks and ice and all that sort of thing. But being the madman I am, I actually thought that would make a pretty good outdoor pond. Looks like the plastic is UV stabilized, but I would have to take a closer look. But in any case, I have used similar things for DIY ponds before I got all my olive barrels. So whether you have it inside in your fish room on the floor as like a fry grow out, or you have it outdoors as a pond, or on your patio as a pond, it would look pretty good, be very functional, and a very cheap way to get some outdoor pond action in your house. So give that a go. Number 9, of course, we have dry erase markers, wet erase markers, stickers, and other notes. And they're really great for labeling things like water change, XY date, or fish looking a bit sus, dosed this medication on this date. The notes are better because you can stick them on the side so you don't actually have to look, and people, when they come around to your aquarium, don't see all the medication that you are dosing because your fish are all sick for some reason. Hopefully that's not the case, but yeah, it's always handy just to be able to quickly write something on the aquarium. If you're in the middle of something, you don't have to rely on your own memory to come back to it and know the specifics. So markers, stickers, and notes are always invaluable to have. And the last one on the list were these refrigerated trays. They're fantastic for fry grow outs. Not my idea, actually. Dean, the master breeder, which you would all know if you follow Aquarium Co-op, he's actually set them up to hang on the top of his aquarium. Similar sort of thing, a pump constantly drips water in. You drill a hole in the side so that water's constantly flowing through, so that your fry and that don't get in stagnant water. He has a video all on how to build it. I'll try and track it down and put it somewhere here, but I think it's part of a longer video. In any case, refrigerator trays are great to hang on the top of your aquarium. Put your fry in there, or you could also do a trickle filter as well with those things. So hopefully you like this video. If you've got any other ideas, things that you saw at the reject shop, let me know down below. If you've got any particular stores you think are a bit of a gold mine for further top 10 videos like this, let me know. I'm always keen to do more things like this. Hopefully you liked this video. Hopefully you found it to be helpful. If you did, it always helps me to smash like, hit subscribe, and all that fun stuff. And I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching.